everybody, hopefully you have enjoyed your day. My name is Melanie and you are watching Core Inspirations, a channel designed with social work students and professionals in mind. Hey, are you liking the channel so far? Like, have you found it beneficial to you? If so, please comment below. Also, don't forget to go to the discussion or the community tab just to let me know, like, rep your university. I would love to know what university you're at, what program you're in, where you're at in your program. Please don't forget to do that, okay? And definitely just stay tuned. I have a new segment of my channel that I'm going to be introducing real soon, and it's called The Learning Lounge. And if you want more information about that, you can actually go to my Abouts tab on my YouTube page, and it just kind of gives you a general gist of what it's about, okay? So I just wanted to get those things out of the way before we get right into our video. But yeah, are you wanting to know how you're going to survive and thrive grad school? What I'm about to share with you today is 3 tips, and these particular tips are very essential in your progression throughout your program. If you're interested in finding out the 3 tips that are going to help you progress in your program to not only survive but thrive, stay tuned. All right, have you commented? Have you liked? Have you subscribed? Because if you haven't subscribed, okay, let's just stop the video. If you haven't subscribed, you're the person that's hindering us from, like, growing our social work tribe. So please like and subscribe, because that's the only way we're going to grow our social work tribe. All right. So today we're going to be talking about 3 pointers of learning our professors. So how essential do you think that is? We take different particular professors, we're in their classes, we have different professors throughout your undergrad and throughout your graduate program. So it's essential for you to survive, and it's essential for you to thrive in your graduate program, in your undergraduate program, okay, with the tips that I'm about to provide. So we're going to jump right into get to know and learn your professor's journey to the profession of social work. I repeat, number 1, get to know each of your professors' journey to the field of social work, to the profession. A lot of them have started off with undergraduate degrees that are sometimes not within the social work field, and really just knowing their passions and learning their journey to how they got to their PhD level, and some of them have other degrees in different areas. It's essential for you to know, because you're actually building a relationship with your professors. Like, whether you know it or not, some of them are going to be your, long-lasting mentors. Some of them you're going to be asking for, and they may be asking for your support as well regarding letters of recommendation. So it's really important, really, just to kind of know what their passions are, and I'm not saying you want to know these passions so that way you can kind of like mimic it. No, I'm not saying that, but just to really further get to better know your professors. And it's always beneficial in a relationship, because that's what it is. They're the professor, you're the student, but after a while you're going to become colleagues. Eventually you're going to be in the same particular field, So it's just really important just to know, like, hey, what were some of your passions? What were some of your contributions or experiences that landed you to be my professor? And a lot of ways to learn that is on that day 1. I'm a particular person, like, if I'm going to class the first day, I do not want to miss that, because a lot of times they're doing that general introduction, expectations. They're letting you know the expectations of the classroom. You're probably going over the syllabus, but they're also kind of letting you know a little bit more about them, So that's one way to definitely, survive and thrive in your MSW program or BSW program. Number 2, take advantage of your professor's office hours. 1, this lets them know that you're serious and you are very determined in regards to your studies. You're serious about following up, serious about letting them know, like, hey, I'm here now. I'm valuing your time, you're valuing my time. And it really just lets them know that, a part outside of the classroom, you're willing to do what it takes to invest in your education. And they're able to see that, because they see that you're taking out additional time to come talk with them about a particular question, to get clarifications, or really just to check in and see how they're doing. A lot of times we forget our professors are people too, so don't forget that. Take advantage of office hours, check in with them. You never know, they may be able to point you in the right direction. They may have a resource available for you, or you can also let them know of a resource that may be beneficial to the classroom or any upcoming assignments that they may have for another cohort or something. You never know. It's all about engaging with one another and building those relationships. Okay? And number 3, so oftentimes you hear a lot of people be like, oh my gosh, I hate my professor. professor. I don't like this particular person. They're too strict. They're too mean. They're too unorganized. I can't get with it. I don't like them. I want to drop. I got to get somebody else. But let me just pause you just for a moment. Just one pause. Understand this. Each professor that you have, they're not gonna resonate with your learning style. They're not gonna resonate with your personality, and that's just being realistic. Every person and every professor that you encounter, you're not gonna automatically mesh well with, But what you have to understand is that your professor has a job to do. They are teaching on numerous learning styles. So your learning style, and if you haven't identified your learning style, please check out my video. I offer a free resource in regards to you learning your learning style and your studying style. It's a free resource. It's in my childhood experience video, and if I can, I'll probably link it within the cards above, okay? But just please be mindful to know that your professor's lecture style, it has to vary because they have a variety of students in their classrooms, and they have to be able to reach all of those students. So by you knowing and identifying what your learning style is and what your studying style is, it'll help you better adjust to their style. Every professor is not going to be the most organized per your requirement or per your liking. Every professor is not going to be helpful and give you that heads up like, hey, we have this coming up. Do you want to review an assignment? Do you have any questions about it? You think everybody's going to be like that? No. So you have to get very, very well acquainted with yourself and become more self-aware, even as a student, about your learning and your study style. That's going to take you really, really far, because what it'll do, it'll help you get less frustrated about because we do know that the professors are there to what? Teach you. They ain't going anywhere. They are there to teach you. So you have to adjust to their style, and maybe one day you get your PhD, you'll know all about that. Okay? These are my 3 tips to help you survive and thrive your grad school. Okay? And let me know, comment below, are these tips beneficial? Do you feel like you want to offer any additional tips? You can definitely comment below and let me know. What are you doing to really learn your professors? Have you had any good experiences where you just hit it off with your professors? Comment below and let me know. Have you had experiences where you just felt like, hey, I don't really care for this particular professor? What have you done to really, cultivate that relationship? Okay? So I'll talk to you later. Thank you so much for taking out the time. Number 1. You think they do that on purpose? You can't make this stuff up. They got a beautiful wall. They want everybody to take pictures. Let's get right into it. Number 2. Oftentimes people do not remember this, but to take advantage of, I think somebody do that on purpose.